Peace, Kellen. What's happening?
What up? What's happening?
We've been trying to figure sitting down together for a minute. I guess it's probably time.
Yeah.
So I've noticed you don't really do a lot of interviews. How come you never did more interviews?
It's just a thing with me, like when I was growing up watching skating, like I didn't really care so much to hear cause I'm like, what if I don't really care about what he's talking about, or I'm not really, I'm like, or I'm like, damn, that dude's a dick, or
right.
like, I just like his skating.
Yeah.
And that's, but nowadays everybody wants to know everything, so.
True.
I'll sit down with the good homie and
I appreciate that. I appreciate you sitting down.
Chat. That's all it is.
I remember I got to meet Tony Alva, and he was a fucking cocksucker. That dude sucked.
Yeah,
he was never really a hero to me, but I had the respect, and then I lost it real quick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw anybody under anything, but
I will.
Rob Dyrdek, he yelled at us when we were younger at San Diego High. He was trying to trick. It was just like me and a bunch of my homies, and we were just kind of watching him. It was a switch tail slide. I think it was set it off. He was like trying it, and his board flew out and went all the way down the hill and fucking chipped on these crazy walls that they have. And he looks up at us. He's like, "Are you guys gonna skate, or are you guys just gonna watch me skate?"
But that's kind of cool, though.
Like, I didn't really and we were like we were like messing around, we were skating, we were doing our thing, but like when he went, I think it was more like I didn't want to be skating around in the background while he's trying his trick,
so you were trying to be respectful.
Yeah, throwing him off. So it was never a thing that I was like, oh, he was a dick. I was just like, yeah, we probably were fucking with his head. But now I take that, and I'm like, when people show up and I'm skating, I'm like, if I'm not feeling that they're showing up because I'm like dead in the middle of trying to trick, like maybe I'll just pack it up and dip, or just flip it and be like, stop for a second, just be like, yo, what up, homies? Like, and then you're probably gonna get better vibes, and you're gonna land your shit.
And everybody's skating together.
Yeah.
Who gets you amped on skating right now?
I don't really watch
and it's probably a long
skate videos too much. Like newer
just
ones, there's just so many. The girl video just dropped.
Okay.
That was that hyped me up. They had a little chocolate section. They had some cameos from the older dudes. Like, it just had a really good feel for me. It felt like they had their 6 skits. Like, literally watched that, and then watched it again in the morning.
Dope.
I haven't watched a video twice, and like I can't even remember the last. What hypes me up to go skate is that having a kid.
Okay.
In a family.
I love that.
It's changed. Wake up in the morning, like hit up Zach, like, all right, where are we going?
Right.
Like, I have my music, and I'm like, we're out early, and we're just like skating and getting shit done, and that's just hypes me up, because I'm just like, I've never done that before. I'm always like, I hit people up and just kind of wait until everybody floats around, and like, but I just don't have that time now.
You talked about having a kid gets you excited to go do what your job is.
Yeah.
Which is to be creative and enjoy yourself. Do you ever think about that? Like, did you get paid like?
No,
or
yeah.
That you have the opportunity to get paid.
The opportunity. There's opportunities there, and now I'm starting to see it again.
How did the Arts and Rec situation come about?
I'm older now.
Right.
36. I'm skating pro for whatever, over 10 years. So it was just time to, try to do something. Reached out to a couple people, Mike Metcalf, been good homies with them, skated with them since high school. Just like, let's do something. Just came about like, all right, let's do a skate shop.
Dope.
Looked for spots forever around San Diego. Right. I mean, we were like in Chula Vista, East Lake, like City Heights, downtown. We searched all over, and this spot just popped out.
Being that it's in Barrio Logan, do you think it would have had the impact that it has if it was in Chula or downtown or in a different part of Diego?
We would have definitely done our thing. We'd be doing our thing, but this just feels like home, like where it's supposed to be. I mean, just everything that's came together, and the love from the community and all the homies and friends, and it's just like, I couldn't picture it anywhere else.
Feels right.
Yeah,
I feel the same way. I just really wanted to hear.
This is the spot.
So who was your first board sponsor?
I was Flow Chocolate for like 2 years. I took my my Sponsor Me tape, the trade show in downtown San Diego. I was with Lenny. We both had our tapes. We like had them, backpack full of tapes. We go, we're like handing it out. I think I gave it to like Alien Workshop, gave it to like some other people, and then me and Lenny gave it to City Stars. But we actually gave it to Kareem.
Wow.
They had the little TV VCR combo.
Yeah.
Pops our shit in right there, and was like, Joey, and like tells everybody, come peep these guys' footage, like put on, before you even seen it. Put our shit on blast. He's like, come back tomorrow, I'm gonna hook you guys both up with a fat box. We were super hyped. I came back the next day, and there was 2 boxes, one for me, one for Lenny. I remember Lenny ended up hitting me up like, yo, can you grab that box for me? I talked to Stevie Williams yesterday. He's starting this company called DGK.
Oh shit.
He was like, I think I want to ride for DGK, and I'm just like, shit. I'm pretty sure I was like, damn, I want to ride for DGK, but it was like, and the thing was like, I got mad love for both, Stevie, Kareem, like, but I knew that I think it was Mike Taylor and P. Rod. That trade show they had left. Like me knowing that even way back then, I was just like, oh well, they're starting something new, you know. What's wrong with like something new is something new,
Right.
Nah, you gotta go tell them. I grabbed my shit, and then I didn't really talk to Kareem too much after that. I talked to Joey Sorrell. He'd send me like nice boxes, every month.
Dope.
And then it just ended up being like, they couldn't send me shit anymore. And then
I guess by industry standards, you turned pro late in the game, or later age-wise.
Yeah.
What was that like, or how? I mean, was that something that even registered?
No, well,
with you
know what? It got to a point like I was just working at the shop and skating, so I was like, oh, this is cool. Like I got money, I live right up the street, paying cheap rent, and I skate all the time, so I wasn't worried about like anything. I did notice, like, with getting Flow throughout the years, like eventually, like every once in a while, someone would be like, dude, sending me boards or whatever, like, hey, how old are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm whatever, 20 something, and they're like, oh, I thought you were like way younger.
Right.
Like it was always that. At that time, people just wanted young kids.
Right.
Like you don't have to pay them. They're jumping. They're they're just.
Yeah, they're putting in work.
Yeah. It was just like, oh wait, an older dude. Wait, he probably has bills. He's working at the shop. He needs to get paid.
Right.
When Skate Mafia came around, like just put out a couple parts. Just a lot of footage. Like I was just skating all the time, so footage was around, and it was just like DC and Preebs were just like, yo, we should turn you pro. I feel like now I'm looking at skating like you said, no disrespect to the younger dudes. I love seeing the younger dudes kill it.
Right.
You look the best, I feel like, when you're like, at least after 25.
You're still evolving.
Yeah, you're still evolving. It was a cool thing for them to hook me up with that, and for me to make the cut.
Being a black skateboarder, my personal experience, I didn't have the California experience because there weren't enough people in New York to recognize that skateboarding might be designated a white sport or something. So I never got the like, oh, that's some white boy shit.
Yeah.
People were just like, what the fuck is that? Like, do that shit again. That's some wild shit. Did you ever have any weird adverse experiences with that? Like
I was skating in high school, but it's like, I didn't want to wear my skate shoes to high school.
Okay.
There was like one other sponsored dude that went to Hilltop High. That's the school I went to. It was John Branch. And that was it. Like black skaters, there was none. The first time I met like a black skater was my homie Laurel and Marcus. Right. Saw them at Hilltop Middle School when I was skating. They skated by, and it was just like, oh shit. Like
instant friends.
Yeah, forever till today. Till today.
Real shit. Back in the day, especially if you're from the East Coast, you looked at and you were like, all right, I want to take skateboarding seriously. You went to one of 3 places. SF, because Thrasher was there. LA, just because there were a couple board companies there. Or San Diego, because there were a bunch of board companies. Transworld was here. It's not really on the map like it used to be. How do you see that?
San Diego just had that little, I feel like we're going back up, There's so many dope skaters in San Diego.
Yeah.
Like, there's an insane amount.
The talent level is insane here. It's just the industry end.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah. I feel like the Storm Osiris. Like that killed it for everybody. Like everybody was like killing it. Like that time was dope. But I feel like outside of San Diego, like the actual like core skateboarders hated on it, and Osiris was straight up San Diego. I remember going to a SF like years ago, and I was wearing some Osiris's, and I definitely got called out for rocking some Osiris's.
Wow.
I love San Diego though. It's always obviously the best weather. Like there's spots for days. You know, there's still spots that have been around for years.
Right.
There's new stuff that pops up all the time.
And it's got one of the richest skate histories.
Yeah, you just got to work with it.
I look at like, you know, every city's kind of got its legacy shops. San Diego's got, you know, Pacific Drive, you know, because
that's where I bought my first board.
And then Route.
Yeah.
And Street Machine for sure. Street Machine was a brand and a shop.
Yeah.
From jump.
Yeah.
How do you see that legacy continuing with Arts and Rec?
Yeah, obviously like having the shop and just thinking, it's like I always think of anything and all the stuff that we did, Street Machine, like just get everybody together. That's in San Diego. Like I said, San Diego's small, so why not bring everybody together?
Yeah,
like every once in a while, like I see everybody in the streets.
Right.
Like I'm out skating, I see everybody, you know, but it's just like, all right, now let's like kick it for a little bit. Like drink a beer, smoke one, whatever, you know, like that's what we're doing here.
Is there any shit that you've always wanted somebody to ask you in an interview that you never got to say or talk about? Not on some like rah-rah shit, but just on some like questions that you're like...
This is probably like my longest interview that I've probably covered the most stuff. And I've never even done an interview really.
Okay.
So yeah, this is it.
Well, it's not like we don't see each other 5 times a week, but I appreciate you coming and sitting down and your time.
No, for sure.
And let's just keep it moving. All right, peace.